Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping right into what it's actually like to move to Phoenix, Arizona. We're going to skip the fluff and give you the real deal playbook for making the Valley of the Sun your new home.
So let's kick things off with the big one, the number that basically acts as the city's main advertisement. We're talking an incredible 300 days of sunshine a year. Honestly, it's the number one reason so many people are drawn to this desert metropolis.
But 300 days of sun doesn't really tell the whole story, does it? Life in the desert comes with its own set of very unique challenges. So let's weigh that sunny dream against some of the gritty realities of living in America's fifth largest city.
Okay, on one hand, you get these absolutely glorious mild winters that make pretty much the rest of the country super jealous. You're surrounded by these stunning mountain ranges, and you've got this booming art scene. But you have to balance that with summers that are just brutal. The occasional scorpion in your shoe, not kidding, and the snowbird season, when traffic suddenly gets way, way heavier.
All right, speaking of reality, let's move past the vibe for a second and just get into the hard numbers. These are the figures that every single person thinking about moving here really needs to know before they take the plunge.
Now, here's something that really surprises a lot of newcomers. People move here thinking they're escaping the high costs of places like California, but Phoenix is actually 7% more expensive than the national average. And the real kicker? Look at housing. It's a whopping 16% higher. That is a huge factor you've got to budget for.
And look, you just can't talk about Phoenix without talking about the heat. It's non-negotiable. From June to September, you're going to see temperatures that regularly soar past 110 degrees. And that's not just some fun fact, it's a lifestyle-defining reality. It changes everything, from your power bill to what time of day you can even think about walking your dog.
So you take that intense climate and you combine it with this constant flow of new people moving in. And what do you get? You get a median home sale price of just over $500,000. It's a really competitive market out there, and this number is a crucial benchmark for anyone even thinking about buying.
So, if those numbers haven't scared you off, the next big question is, where exactly are you going to live? Phoenix is like a big mosaic of different lifestyles, so let's see if we can find your specific vibe.
If you're a creative type, your first stop has got to be Roosevelt Row. Everybody just calls it Row. It is, without a doubt, the beating heart of the Phoenix art scene. The place is just buzzing with galleries, murals, and all kinds of inspiration.
I mean, this is a neighborhood that truly lives and breathes art. The first Friday Art Walk, it's one of the biggest in the entire country. It literally turns the streets into this huge open-air gallery every single month. It's the kind of place where you can live in a cool loft apartment right above an art studio and grab a coffee at a local spot, all within just a few blocks. It's the definition of a creative hub.
Okay, what about for families? Well, the conversation almost always turns to Ahwatukee Foothills. It gets highlighted all the time because it has this great blend of suburban safety and just incredible access to nature. It gives it a really unique, community-focused feel.
So what's the big pull for families in Ahwatukee? Well, it really comes down to two main things. First, it's part of the top-rated Kyrene School District. That's a huge plus. And second, it basically has South Mountain Park as its backyard. We're talking over 16,000 acres of trails for hiking and biking right on your doorstep. For an active family, that's just an unbeatable combo.
Now, if you're looking for something a bit more exclusive, a bit more high-end, well, there's really only one answer: Paradise Valley. It's the wealthiest spot in all of Arizona and for sure the undisputed capital of luxury in the whole region. They call it the Beverly Hills of the Southwest for a reason. This is real-deal resort-style living. I mean, think sprawling private estates with these insane views of the iconic Camelback Mountain. They have really strict zoning laws too, which preserves that low-density quiet feel. It's this prestigious little enclave of world-class golf courses, spas, and pure luxury, all tucked perfectly right between Phoenix and Scottsdale.
Okay, so once you've kind of zeroed in on a neighborhood, you need a game plan. Knowing the city's one thing, but avoiding the classic mistakes that all the newcomers make, that's the real key to a smooth move. Let's cover the big ones you need to sidestep.
So here they are, the top 3 pitfalls to watch out for. First, do not underestimate the commute. This city is massive, and a drive that looks short on a map can easily turn into an ordeal. Second,
That summer AC bill is absolutely no joke. It will run constantly, so you have to budget for it. And finally, you've got to desert-proof your life. That means everything from learning about wildlife proofing to making sunscreen a daily, non-negotiable habit.
All right, with all that in mind, let's boil it all down into a final, simple plan. Just a few actionable steps to get you started on the right foot.
First things first, and let's be crystal clear on this one. You are going to need a car. Seriously. Unless you happen to live and work directly on the very small light rail line, it's a necessity. Phoenix is a city that was built around the automobile, and its public transit, while it is growing, just isn't there yet for most people.
And finally, here is your practical go-to checklist. Don't just visit a neighborhood once. Go see it at night, check it out during rush hour to get the real feel. Be ready for snowbird season. That's October to March, when the traffic gets noticeably thicker. Absolutely 100% arrange your utilities before you get there. You do not want to land in July without AC. And remember, the valley is huge, so get out and explore. Go see Scottsdale, Tempe, and Mesa, because your perfect spot might just be right next door.
You see, in the end, Phoenix isn't just one single thing. It's this massive collection of diverse communities, different climates, different cultures. From the creative buzz of Roosevelt Row to the quiet luxury of Paradise Valley, the city really does offer a piece for every kind of puzzle, which leaves you with just one final, pretty exciting question to answer for yourself.